When I contemplate the past 20 plus months or so, and all that we have endured individually and collectively as the church, a quote from C.S. Lewis in Mere Christianity comes to mind. So hear these words that Lewis penned. He said this: imagine yourself as a living house, and God comes to rebuild that house. And at first, perhaps, you can understand what he's doing. He's getting the drains right, stopping the leaks in the roof, and so on. You knew that those jobs needed doing, and so you're not surprised. But presently, he starts knocking the house about in a way that hurts abominably and does not seem to make any sense. What on earth is he up to? The explanation is that he's building quite a different house than the one that you thought of. Lewis continues. He's throwing out a new wing here, putting on an extra floor there, running up towers, making courtyards. You thought you were being made into a decent little cottage, but he is building a palace, and he intends to come and live in it himself. Man, what a description. And have you felt the pain and wondered what God is up to over this past year and a half? Have you doubted that God has good in store for you and his church? Well, I know I have. And yet, there's this sense that God is up to something, that he's doing a work in and through us as the church. And it's with that hope in mind that I want to invite you to participate in what we are calling at CrossPointe the Grow Together initiative. So as our church emerges from the pandemic and looks toward 2022, we're asking you to engage across three areas in three ways: to pray, to plan, and to make a pledge. The first area is joyful generosity. Our giving is down by close to $10,000 per month. So in light of this reality, the church leadership has worked hard to reduce our monthly budget by $4,000 per month. But this leaves us with a $6,000 deficit to make up. So if you've never given consistently to CrossPointe, would you take this next step? If you're somebody that's given before, but maybe it's gotten out of the rhythm, would you resume that rhythm of joyful generosity? And if you've been giving consistently and cheerfully, for one, thank you. And would you consider giving an increase during this next season? After you've prayed and planned for joyful generosity, please visit cp.church/grow to make your pledge. And this will allow us to know how we can best steward the financial resources in 2022. The second area is vulnerable relationships. If the pandemic revealed anything, it's that we need one another. We crave connection, to be seen, to be known, loved. But let's admit, it's far easier to wear the mask and to pretend, oh, I'm fine. Well, what if 2022 became the year that you opened yourself up to be known and to know others? Sure, it will feel risky and vulnerable, but that's where the beauty is found. Community doesn't just happen. So make a pledge and a plan to get connected into a CrossPointe community in the new year. The final area is sacrificial service. Our church is a family, each of us members gifted with skills by our Creator. But as in every family, we all play a vital role. We need each other in order to be the body of Christ here on earth. CrossPointe needs your sacrificial serving in 2022. Not only have finances been impacted by the pandemic, but so too have our serving teams. So make a pledge to join a team and find healing and connection as you serve others. I want to invite you to head over to cp.church/grow and let's grow together in the new year.